The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnnie Mags and Messy Mike. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Bobby and Jack's Memphis Barbecue Soundstage, located inside the Studio 21 Podcast Café in the frigid, snowy Salem, New Hampshire this week.
Yeah, before Thanksgiving, too.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, it's the Pit Life BBQ podcast, where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by Messy Mike.
Hello.
And today we have a very special guest who I don't think I can do the introduction justice, but I'll give it a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm giving to you a very dear friend of mine over the past 20 years.
Absolutely.
Owner of Two Guys Smoke Shop, creator of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, Mr. David Garofalo.
Hey, Johnnie Mags and Messy Mike, honored to be here. How cool is this right before Thanksgiving?
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Thanks for having me.
Dave,
Thanks for coming
welcome
on.
to the pit.
Okay. Let's talk turkey. Or let's talk barbecue, whatever you're talking
A
about.
little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
We started with the brining and getting the bird ready last week. So now I look absolutely ridiculous with this hat on.
Yeah. For those that are watching,
It's nice, though. It's a nice ad.
Got my turkey hat on.
YouTube, Facebook, there it is.
Drumsticks.
You look like the king. You're right in the middle.
And
You got your turkey hat on.
even adjusting the camera, I can just barely get the legs in on his head there.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Turkey hat. Everybody
There we
needs one
go,
of these.
turkey hat. So last week we started with getting the bird ready to go. This week, now we're talking
Side dishes.
sides and
Desserts.
desserts.
Nice. Two of my favorite things.
Exactly. You have my attention.
I mean, there's nothing like turkey dinner without, obviously cranberry stuffing, mashed potatoes,
Yes.
green bean casserole.
Nice.
That's a huge staple.
Yeah.
But I hear, he was actually telling me on the way in that your table is filled with just sugary goodness, every single dessert you can possibly think of, and it's a whole
ridiculous
dining table.
Because everybody feels like bringing a pie or two, and everybody overdoes it, and just in case they don't, we overdo it. So we have, we're going to handle all the food anyway, but just in case they don't come. But they do, and everybody comes packing. So it's ridiculous. And after you end up eating, and look at me, I can eat, right? I can run a plate like anybody
Yep.
else. I can hang with you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I can hang with you guys, too. I just don't look it.
You don't. And so I eat and I try to savor them, but I want to taste all the different sides and everything that happens, and that's what pushes you over there. And the rolls, and it goes to every single thing that goes there. And then there's the rest, right? Everybody goes rest for a while. And then I start feeling better. And this is the psychology that ends up happening. I'm not better. I feel a little better than I did before, but I'm not better. So now I want to try a little bit of each one. Well, the problem is a little bit of 20 pies or something equals like a pie and a half. So it's trying all these different things, and everything is so fantastic.
Yes.
And that I'm in.
So
serious
people
trouble.
bring what they bring in,
Yeah, they bring
Okay.
bring a dessert or something with you. No, don't worry about anything. Just bring a dessert if you want. If it's, people feel like they want to bring something, right?
Yeah.
So they bring. Oh, I brought 2 desserts, and well, there's 12 of them, so there's 24, and we have 4. It's 28, and this is crazy. Take a couple of pies with you on the way home, but you can't because everybody has cut, right?
Yeah.
Everything gets tried out,
Yep.
and it's unbelievable. And so with the all the sides that end up happening are unbelievable. Some healthy things you think aren't going to be that bad are just loaded with butter and goodness and happiness.
Oh,
and
yes, it's like Brussels sprouts. Normally, no.
Yeah, but they can.
They're
But add
green.
bacon?
Yeah. What is this? Claudia makes them, and she, bathes them for about a week in a gallon of butter. You don't even. They're fantastic. And I'll just sit in there eating those. They're like, you're eating
How do you
healthy.
cook them with bacon?
No, she hasn't cooked them with
Oh,
bacon.
you gotta
It's
cook them with
just the
bacon.
butter.
Yeah, but I think if you roast them, then it brings out a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
But usually I use some balsamic vinegar and honey. And then
Oh,
toss
nice.
them in that, and you don't even need the bacon.
Okay.
I learned a little something yesterday. Somebody was saying, get some balsamic vinegar and rub it on your turkey for the last 20 minutes or so.
Huh.
And then it glistens and shines
I bet
and
it
it
would.
gets more
really?
crunchy and all this. And maybe I try it this year, but I just learned that little trick yesterday. And maybe I'm going to end up adding that to my turkey dinner this year. I'm doing something totally different. Never did it before. And I'm getting a deboned turkey, except the wings.
Yeah.
And then you assemble the turkey back together by putting all the stuffing in the center of it, bringing it back up, stuffing the legs, forming it back into a turkey, put a wire through it to hold it together, flip it back over, it's a full turkey again, and I'll cook it just like a turkey. When it's done, sign it across. You cut it down the middle, and then you cut at the end. Now you got 4 sides, and then you cut it like that.
Oh, wow.
So this will be my first one.
Sounds fancy.
Well, I can't wait for these pictures.
Yeah. So, because I'm not professional like you guys, I had to do the test run.
Of course.
So I got the smaller turkey as a test run last week to do it, to see if I could do it, and did it come out all right? It came out fantastic. So now I get the big giant turkey, and that begins Thursday morning, is go through that whole process of it. But there's no bones left in it, and you just cut it through, and the stuffing, everything in one thing, and the gravy on top, and you get the party going on. We'll see.
Now, did you ask them for the bones to make soup?
No.
No, you're not making
I thought it was going to come, and usually I do.
Right.
I'll make a soup after or something.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they would have threw it in a bag or something, but very expensive to do that process.
Right.
I guess it takes about an hour long to debone a turkey that way.
Yeah.
It's a long project, but the butcher did it, and
Well, they can do it out because
Yeah.
that's how they do the turduckens,
No.
which you're going to see a lot of pictures and,
What do you think of the turducken?
well, it's interesting because duck is an oily.
Yeah.
I never had it, but I would imagine it would make the turkey moister, right? Because a lot of people overcook turkey. That's
Correct.
a big problem too.
Yeah.
I don't want any pink in it or anything, but then again, I don't want it overcooked either. So there's a fine line here.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the duck head being a lot a fattier bird, you figure that right in the middle there works it out nice.
You want about 150 degrees turkey?
A little bit more.
I usually go I'm cooking them 4 people,
Yeah.
so I'll go 155.
Okay.
And then because they're going to reheat it, so 160, 165.
Okay.
I usually shoot for 162 and then take it out to rest, and it'll come
Yeah,
up
the
to
resting
165,
period carries
All
over.
right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go a little more. I went 155, let it rest for almost an hour. Remember, it's all that stuffing
Right.
that was in there and stuff, and it was cooked all the way through. But
Yeah, you'll get some residual cooking, but there's a point of diminishing returns on the rest where it's starting to cool now. It's
Okay.
not actually cooking some more, so I'd go a little bit higher, but not too much.
I got to say, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Oh, 100%.
I'm looking so forward to it.
The best.
Hands down, the best holiday. I understand Christmas. I understand this, but there's so much that goes on with Christmas. And the
Christmas was
with-
fun when we were kids.
Right.
It's all
when
about
we
the
didn't have to
kids.
do
Correct.
it. Right. We didn't have to do
Yep.
it.
And that. Yep.
I'm pretty sure there's a 6-foot dancing, singing Santa Claus at my house right now
Jesus.
from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you went all out, huh?
Claudia and the kids went to play today. And there's a picture of the 2 kids in the back seat. She's doing a car selfie, and there's Santa Claus in the passenger seat. But yes, Thanksgiving is the best. It's all about the food.
Exactly. Food and football.
And you are a firm believer, man after my own heart. How many birds do you cook?
2
And why is that?
for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
And the next day.
Yes, yes.
I do like turkey the next day, maybe better than.
It is.
Oh, 100%.
So, Mr. Jonathan, who's not here, who walked through a little while ago,
He cooked his turkey Monday.
he cooks it in advance, and then he waits till it gets cold, then he slices it up, puts it in a pan, puts the gravy in it, puts the tin foil over the pan. That's what goes in the oven, takes it out. So he told me this, and I said, interesting, and we tried it. We tested to see how it would be. Fantastic. I tried to bring that home and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. She would have none of that. None of it. I said it was better. It was fantastic, and it was done, and there's nobody carving, there's no mess that happens. All that already happened. It was fantastic. Absolutely not.
It's great for the meal, but what about the leftovers? Because I need some without the gravy for the sandwiches.
And that's where the second turkey comes in. You cooked the second turkey for leftovers.
The sandwiches.
Well, this is the thing. I got invited to somebody's house this year, which is nice but it's disappointing because what about the leftovers?
Right.
And I thought, well, I'll make something the next day, but I don't want to do the whole bird, so I just got a turkey breast, right? Because then you get all the white meat. You can slice that up for the sandwiches, make the stuffing, make some cranberry sauce. And
for the next day?
I will do it on Friday.
Okay.
Oh, you have to. You have to. I mean, that's what.
Why don't we eat turkey more often? Why isn't that a staple even in the pit?
I eat turkey all year long.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, we love turkey.
I love turkey.
So you actually get full turkeys all year long, or do you just get turkey like cold cuts?
Oh no, full turkeys.
Full turkeys
all year long.
All year long. Okay.
We'll stock up now.
Yeah.
On the frozen
put them in the
birds,
freezer. Yeah.
And we got a deep freezer downstairs. You can't beat 59 cents a pound. 60,
exactly.
$10 for a 23-pound bird.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think it's somewhat psychological. We make such a big deal out of the turkey cooking on things. It seems like a bigger effort than it needs to be.
And you stuff yourself. You eat as much as you possibly can on that one day.
Because I'm not going to get turkey for a long time after that, so I end up doing it.
If you get the frozen turkey breast, they cook pretty quickly, so you can do one any time of year. It's not a big deal to do.
Yeah, you go into buy the restaurant style. I think they call it restaurant style breast. And it's just,
and I love the white meat. That's what I want too.
Right.
But I want to cook the whole turkey. And anyway, I don't know why.
Well, it's the whole thing.
presentation.
It's like Larry won't say. Larry says no on the Mr. Jonathan's thing because you want the visual.
Yeah,
you want the bird in the middle, the golden color, the golden brown.
It is beautiful.
It is a beautiful picture.
It's the ugliest animal as it's alive, but in the pan, it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And it was almost the national bird, right? Ben Franklin
pushed for
the
it.
turkey.
Yep. Yeah, that would be crazy.
I actually heard it today on, I forget whose podcast, might have been, it was Heartland Radio with Pat McAfee. They were saying Thomas Jefferson didn't want to have
a turkey?
Basically say Thanksgiving's a national holiday. But Ben Franklin wanted the turkey as the symbol of America instead of the bald eagle. So the rumor has it that's where Tom Turkey came about because he pissed off Ben Franklin. I'll get you.
And called Tom the turkey.
Thomas Jefferson would say no to Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin goes, I'll get you in the end. Now it's Tom Turkey.
That's some nice
So
history.
apparently that's what it is. Don't fact check me on it, but it's a hell of a story.
Yeah.
It gets a good laugh.
That's Johnnie Mags maybe fun fact. It's fun. We don't
It's a
know
fun
if it's
fact.
a fact.
I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll get at least a chuckle
We're
out
going
of it.
with it anyway.
Sounds good.
Then we get to the traditional side of the green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he actually passed away recently, the inventor of the green bean casserole.
Oh, did he?
Yep, this week, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
This
He
week?
was 90, I think he was 93 years old, yes.
He's a genius. And that's the thing. I've been to different places and people try to do it. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Correct.
Go Campbell's.
It's very simple.
They
yes,
have it
exactly.
down pat.
Yep.
I've tried to do it. Let me do it instead of buying canned soup type thing. And let me do it. But no, it's whatever they got, whatever magic dust is in there, it makes it so.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you get into the sweet potato casserole.
Which it sounds like it's a healthy thing when you make it and you say, oh my
with
God.
marshmallows all over it?
See,
You throw casserole at the end of it, it kind of...
With marshmallows is fantastic, and a lot of people don't know, like, they think it's
don't
gross.
do it?
No.
Oh my God.
The marshmallows fantastic.
Oh my God.
It's a must. It's a must.
The marshmallows.
And I even go maple syrup on everything.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See,
yeah.
this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these magic tricks of what to take it to another level. So you make it as it's finished, you put maple syrup on it, or you're cooking it with maple syrup?
Nope. As it's finished, once it's done, drizzle some maple syrup on it.
All right.
And it goes well with the brown sugar and everything.
You do know, if he's listening to this show right now, you do know who's going to be calling you.
JJ.
JJ, we'll be calling you on that. Did you say maple syrup?
Yes, I did.
Put syrup on something?
Yeah, it's delicious. It's delicious.
All right. Are there any other tricks like that? I mean, you ever do for sides like mac and cheese or anything like that?
Well, mac and cheese, I love. Very rarely do we do it on Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah.
But
any oddball stuffing or something that goes in a stuffing?
My family used to do it was a rice, onion, and ground beef stuffing.
Oh, really?
Very simple. I never
in the bird?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. My aunt would always bring it over, but it was always a must. You know, we had the traditional turkey stuffing, but it was rice, onion, and ground beef, and it was a must, and it would go in 2 seconds every year.
Really?
I think down south cornbread stuffing's more common.
Cornbread stuffing.
Cornbread stuffing.
Seen oyster stuffing.
Oyster stuffing.
Ooh.
Throw some andouille sausage in there.
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice.
Yeah.
Always I listen to your show. I'm starving after I have to have a snack while I listen to your show because it makes you so hungry. Oh, my God. Thanksgiving. Nothing better.
No.
But we did have one. I did post on the page last week or the week before from Malcolm Reed
Yep.
of Killer Hogs Barbecue.
Which you've been watching a lot lately.
I have officially listened to his entire season 1 of his podcast that he has with his wife Rochelle. Fantastic.
Great people.
But he does a lot of videos on YouTube, and he's come out with a white chocolate bread pudding. Oh, drizzled with a bourbon white chocolate sauce.
Are you going to post that on the site later?
Interested. I posted it to him like last week.
Okay.
2 weeks
We're all
ago.
interested here.
I'm interested. It's very simple. You know, it's just a loaf of French bread, 4 cups of heavy cream, I see, 3 large
4
eggs.
cups, a quart. Just throw a quart in.
Yeah, but cups makes it sound more
Healthier.
healthier. 2 cups of sugar, 1 pack of white chocolate morsels, 1/4 cup of melted butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of salt. Just break the French bread up into the little pieces. Just float your mixture on top of it and just let it soak. Throw it on the grill, pellet smoker, regular smoker, for about an hour or so till the topping gets, a nice crust, nice gold brown to it.
Almost like burnt ends. Crusty but pillowy goodness on the inside.
Yes. And then with the sauce, it's just another whole packet of white chocolate morsels, 1 cup of heavy cream.
Only one?
Only 1.
All right.
We're trying to be healthy on the other end. 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of bourbon of your choice at that point.
And what bourbon would you choose?
Anyone I have on hand would be normally like a Woodford Reserve.
Okay.
So I'd throw. It is the holiday, so I'll break out the good stuff.
All right.
Even to cook with?
Even to cook
Yeah.
with, because at that point it's out.
You
Yeah.
could get
So I have
Have
to
a sip.
you
do
could
a
get
little
away with
test.
the bullet for that.
Oh yeah, you could get into anything. You don't have to go crazy. Regular low end bourbon, because you're cooking off the alcohol.
Correct.
You're just going to have that
The flavor.
oaky, vanilla-y flavor from the cask that the bourbon has been in. And just a half a teaspoon of salt. Just melt that down slowly, and
Right.
oh yeah, it looks incredible. I can't wait to try it.
Now, on the mashed potato front, I think it's critical on the holidays to up the fat content, right?
Yes.
So you should go heavy cream.
Yeah.
You should go butter. And for me, it was really important to heat those up,
Yep.
right? You heat the cream, melt the butter in it. That way the potatoes stay hotter overall, right? And it actually incorporates much better.
Fold it
creamier.
in.
I'm gonna
fold it in.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Do it.
Mayonnaise in your mashed potatoes.
Ooh, are you sure?
100%. I do sour cream, mayonnaise, butter, and a little half and half or heavy cream. And then right at the very end, right before you're going to serve it, drizzle in just a little bit of olive oil. Mash around. Delicious.
Mayonnaise.
My wife's right there. You can ask her. Yes, phenomenal.
She says yes.
Mayonnaise,
Yeah.
and you don't like mayonnaise.
No.
Me either.
And I rub all poultry and turkeys with mayonnaise as well before I smoke it and rub it. The fat content kind of, helps the chicken or poultry stay moist, or turkey stay moist. And then I do the rub, and that also acts as like the mustard or the glue.
Now, that's interesting because I use Alton Brown's recipe for shepherd's pie. And for the potato on top, he does the cream with the melted butter, but he throws an egg yolk in there, too.
Which should be mayonnaise, right?
It's becoming almost like mayonnaise in it. But, yeah.
How about bread? Type of bread rolls, or what are you serving on Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving, dinner rolls.
Like a Grand's rolls, the pup lid, Grand's.
If you're
the
lucky,
Pillsbury-
sweet Hawaiian or
Sweet Hawaiian,
Hawaiians.
if they
but-
last the night before.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because I'm in the supermarket, I see the Hawaiian rolls. I end up buying it and bringing it home, and I said, what do you think of this for Thanksgiving? And she says, you don't want to do that. Make popovers or make Grands or something like that. I said, let's try this. So, a test. I got like 4 of them clustered together, and I poured melted butter on the top, put it in a pan, put it in the oven. I got another 4, cluster of 4, cut it in half, buttered the inside, put it back on the top, put it in the oven. Took another one, cut it, opened it up, buttered them, put them in the oven. So did a test to see which ones were better. They were all fantastic. By the way. Any of them would work. And I said, let's try this. And she says, oh, I don't know. But I ended up getting another pack. And I said, in case you want to go that way. But the sweetness on that roll was really, really good. And fresh, hot out of the oven like it was. Oh, my God, it was awesome.
Yeah, those Hawaiian rolls.
Make your own
are great.
biscuits. It's not that hard.
No, but you can't beat the sweet
Can't
Hawaiian
beat
rolls.
them. It's the Campbell's soup. It's perfect.
When I make strawberry shortcake, that is just a biscuit, but you add some sugar to it, so it's a somewhat sweet biscuit. So if you need sweet, we can go in that direction. Homemade.
Yeah.
Freaking it.
I know Dave was shaking his head because Tony V, the comedian, was here talking about making a pie.
Oh, was he?
He was talking about coconut cream pie. So be careful toasting the coconut because it can go in a second and burn. I said, you want to do it in convection mode because that circulates the air. And Dave's like, do you know everything?
Right.
I said, well,
Jack of
cooking
all
is
trades.
important.
Yeah. Not only can he feed you, but he can make you laugh your pants
God.
off, too.
Now, what do you guys think about peach cobbler on Thanksgiving?
I'm a fan. I don't know about Thanksgiving. I never had it for that, but I love fruit cobblers. Delicious.
Okay.
Fruit cobbler, yeah, all of them. Apple cobbler, peach cobbler, blackberry cobbler. Myron Mixon actually has a great
So is a
recipe.
cobbler just basically brown sugared with granola? Is that what makes a cobbler?
No, cobbler's more of a batter base.
Yeah,
it's so it's more like a biscuity thing. You're thinking of a crumble.
Okay, yeah.
And, often I'll make a variation on an apple crumble that actually has some cranberries in it. And then the topping has some oatmeal and nuts and brown sugar. Delicious stuff.
Put cranberries in your stuffing, too?
Never.
No? Walnuts?
No.
What do you got to put in there?
I go pretty plain on the stuffing,
Celery,
onion.
Yeah.
I like some garlic in there, but
You did just hit on a great topic of the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
oh boy.
It has to come out of a can.
Thank you.
It has to come out of a
Thank you
can.
once again.
It's better.
Correct.
Don't
100%.
mess with perfection.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. We went to her house, first time,
Wow, I thought you
first
guys were
Thanksgiving.
yelling at me.
Nope, it needs to be out of the can.
Yeah.
Ocean Spray has it down.
And You got to open both ends and push it out
Yep.
and cut it into
Yeah.
slices.
And it looks like brown bread, but but it's cranberry sauce, and you just slice it. It's perfectly sliced. You take one slice, pop it on.
You guys are the best.
Oh.
You're right. That's what it is.
And also, okay, so now we're all eating Thanksgiving dinner. Can we just end this whole tryptophan argument crap?
Yeah, it's not.
There is not enough.
It's about overeating. When you
Yes.
overeat, you get sleepy.
There is
Correct.
not
'Cause
enough.
I can do this with a roast beef.
Yes, there's
Doesn't have
not
to be a
enough
turkey.
tryptophan
You're right.
in the turkey you're eating.
Yep.
You know, if you eat turkey subs or turkey cold cuts
Right, you're not gonna go
all
to
year
sleep
long,
after that,
You're not
yes.
going to sleep.
Correct.
It's the fact you're eating 5,000 calories
Right.
at one time.
Right.
Yep.
Having 5 or 6 drinks with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh my gosh, I'm sleepy. What a surprise.
Because like I said,
Tryptophan.
I break. It's Thanksgiving. I'm breaking out the good bourbon and the wines, and that's why you're sleeping. Don't give me this tryptophan crap.
Wow.
Exactly.
You know,
Yep.
there's not enough in there to knock my fat ass out. It's the 6,000 calories
Right.
and 8 trips through the line, and because it starts in the
Booze.
morning.
It starts
It does
right
start in the
away.
morning, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
especially
Cheese,
you're gonna
crackers.
Right when you start cooking,
prepare the turkey early, and you're starting that, and you're tasting these different things,
Yeah.
and you're off and running.
It's an absolute marathon of eating.
Oh, yeah.
This is why it's the best holiday. Of
I
them
know.
all.
I've tried to actually hold off. Let me hold off from eating until dinner, but you can't.
You can't do it.
Can't.
I have no self-control over it. Well, that sound tells us
Yeah, that went quick.
we're out of time on that one.
that did go quick.
It was awesome. Delicious.
Delicious.
Thanks
David,
for having me on.
Thank you for joining
Whoa, I
us.
loved
Thank you
it.
very much.
I
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank you.
We just want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Also like to thank everybody for coming out on Sunday and all this week too to Bobby and Jack's Memphis Barbecue in their first week of opening. Things
Yep.
are going very well down
Things
there.
are going good. They got some, things to work on, but they're gonna get those figured out
Get
next week.
everything
It'll be
ironed
a
out. It's
different
coming
story,
along.
but
They're great.
great so
Support
far.
them. Swing in there, help them out. They help us out, bringing this to you every week.
I mean, their first opening, there was a 2-hour wait right off the bat. So,
They're doing something right.
exactly. Yep.
So we'd like to thank Bobby and Jack for helping us out. Like to thank you all for joining us this week. We'd love to hear from you. Send your questions and comments to Pit Life BBQ Podcast at gmail.com. On social media, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook at Pit Life BBQ Podcast. Can't catch us live, find us on iTunes, other podcast carriers. If you're enjoying the show, like always, please hit subscribe, like, rate, and review. And more importantly, share with your friends. Let's keep this going. We're growing even more.
Life's
And-
too short for half a rack.
That's nice. I like it.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. And to all of our followers and listeners, happy Thanksgiving to you and
Happy
your family.
Thanksgiving.
We love you
Enjoy
all.
it.
Until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.